In the coming days, Nigerians may heave a sigh of relief over a possible decrease in petrol pump price following the recent announcement of a slash in petrol ex-depot price by Dangote Refinery. But how long before this reduction takes effect at filling stations? News Central's Biola Festus has more.
To an average Nigerian, announcements regarding petrol prices have become cliches. Whether increment or reduction, every news concerning petroleum products seems to get the people agitated as they are more concerned about implementation. A visit to some fueling stations in Lagos mainland revealed that pump prices remain unchanged, ranging between 960 naira and 970 naira. Although the recent 60 naira decrease in ex-depot price announced by Dangote Refinery was yet to reflect in the cost of petrol at the fueling stations, the development was greeted with hopes by motorists.
If the fuel price is reduced, it will be very good. It will be nice. At least transportation problem will be lesser than for some. At least some of us that have vehicles, nobody to afford the petrol is a problem.
Carry náà ni kókó kí wọ́n change the price yẹn kó lè bá rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn níta fẹ́ nìyẹn torí àti change the price yẹn tí wọ́n bá ti high owó nísìn wọ́n á high pump ṣùgbọ́n láti jáwọ́ yẹn wá sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ilé epo kò ì wá ìsì ìgbà yẹn máa ní pé high price làwọn rà so àfi táwọn bá tà tán.
Ex-depot price is a lifting cost of PMS from the refinery and therefore expected that petroleum marketers and outlets would fix their individual pump prices, which is usually influenced largely by proximity to depots. In the meantime, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petrol, says the price slash is not expected to reflect on pump price immediately, but until old stocks are exhausted. However, Nigerians are looking forward to more competitions in the petroleum industry, with optimism that it will create balance and stability in the market.
At the end of the day, it will be a very good thing for Nigerians. There will be competition, just like our telecommunications then. You know, it became balanced. So if Dangote is selling at 700 or 800, federal government should bring their own back like 600. So we'll get there at the end of the day.
You would recall that the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries became functional in November and December of 2024. With the global decline in the cost of crude oil, Nigerians are expecting that federal government-owned refineries would also follow suit in the price reduction to alleviate their struggles. In Lagos for News Central, I am Biola Festus.
Professor Izielen Agbon, an economist and petroleum engineer, joins us from Dallas, Texas for more on this story. Professor, thanks for joining us tonight.
Sure.
Well, it's the second time in about 2 months that the Dangote Refinery is announcing petrol price slash. Help us understand what's driving this decision and the impact it's expected to have on the average citizen.
Well, actually, Dangote Refinery, the prices they are operating at is oligopolistic prices.
What does that mean?
That means when you have an oligopolistic market, it means you have very few sellers in the market. And therefore, the sellers can set the price because you don't have alternatives. We have a situation where Dangote have a big share of the Nigerian petrol PMS market, and therefore it sets the price. Normally, Dangote can put petrol at 790 per liter. Why do I say that? You see, here in Texas, for instance, you can buy petrol at 885 naira per liter at an exchange rate of, let's say, 1620. That is, you are buying it at around $2 per gallon. You can buy that $2 per gallon in McLean. And in Dangote, NNPC sell crude to them at official selling price, which is about $10 below the the market price, and they buy it in naira. When you take that into consideration, Dangote should be able to, Dangote will put petrol in at the refinery gate at 790 naira per liter and still make a profit of about 50 naira.
Are you saying that Dangote is still selling at too high a price for Nigerians?
Dangote is still selling at too high a price. Apart from making 50 naira per liter, it is also making another 100 naira oligopolistic profit. Extra profit. At 890, Dangote is making an extra 100 naira per liter than what it should be making if it was going to make just normal private business profit. Because you got to realize that Dangote, the higher the price, the more profit Dangote make, and Dangote shareholder makes. Dangote is not, Dangote is a private business. Its primary goal is to make profit for itself and for a shareholder, not to benefit Nigerian customer. That's secondary. The higher the price of PMS, the more profit Dangote make, the more profit for Dangote Petroleum Refinery, the more profit for Dangote Group of Company. But the higher the price, then the rest of us suffer. Because when you increase the price of petrol, the price of transportation go up. All the small and medium-sized businesses that use generator, their energy costs go up, and therefore the price go up. The price of Okada drop goes up. The price of thousands of workers that enter buses go up. The price of electricity in your house, because you are using generator and you are buying petrol, goes up. In Nigeria, the economy is dependent on the movement of goods and people. In Nigeria, road transport is the biggest movement of goods and people, whether from the rural area in the farm to the market or workers to work. Even you coming to office today, you enter the car. So when you increase the price of petrol in Nigeria, you increase the price of everything.
That's right.
Housing, transportation, and the people's salary is constant. So
Professor, let me come in quickly here. You've said something quite interesting about the price that Dangote is currently selling. And so my question would be, the Nigerian government has been criticized for not doing enough to regulate fuel prices and protect consumers. Do you think that's the case? And what role do you think the government should play in this regard?
First of all, I think that is true. You know, in the past, we told government that the problem with the petrol sector was a problem of corruption. And it was not a problem of subsidy. But they claimed there was subsidy. We kept saying there is no subsidy, that there is corruption. And you cannot solve corruption by increasing the price of petrol. Because if you increase the price of petrol, you put the economy into crisis. But they refused. They increased the price of petrol, claiming they are removing subsidy. But that has not solved anything. It just makes the price of everything go up. Inflation for food went to 40%. So the consequences of an incorrect policy, it is an incorrect policy for an oil-producing country to increase the price of a basic commodity like petrol.
Professor, let me come in here then and try to play the devil's advocate, in the sense that the Nigerian marketers, the oil marketers, are anxious, in fact, that even this price slash is going to lead to a loss for them. Are they overreacting?
Well, the thing about it is this. When you are buying petrol at $2 and you are shipping it into Nigeria, Dangote is a very fierce competitor. People forget what Dangote did in sugar and cement. If you want to read the history of Dangote competitor, go and look at what Dangote did to DUA in cement. Dangote always tried to dominate and control a market 100%. So if government wants to help Nigerian people, they should pass antitrust law. An antitrust law is a law that says there must be competition.
That's right.
And they should make sure that NNPC not only repair the 4 refineries, but they make them commercial and put the management under strict competitor with Dangote. They should tell NNPC that they should reduce price until they control 80% of the domestic market. Let Dangote be exporting his petrol. Dangote's goal is to probably just supply 20% of the Nigerian market. That's what he says, and then it will export the rest of the PMS.
Professor Izielen.
Actually, Dangote will control 100% of the Nigerian PMS market because it's very profitable. It's making extra profit just like it did in cement.
Professor Izielen, we're going to have to leave it there, and I'm sure that's why the federal government is also trying to fire up all the other refineries in the country so that there is competition. And the more competition they have in the industry, hopefully that will bring down the price of petrol. Thank you so much, Professor Izielen Agbon, an economist and petroleum engineer, for joining us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.